Alright, what's good, baby? It's your boy Lax the Barsmith here, and I've been playing Arc Raiders for a couple weeks now, and I'm really enjoying the game. I've got a lot of good things to say about it. I think the game is in line to have a lot of success. However, there definitely are things that need to be addressed about the game. And one of those is kind of the toxicity that gets brought into certain environments by PvP. First and foremost, let me say this. I am not anti PvP. I have been top 10 in the world or better in 3 different video games for PvP. I love to PvP. It's the main focus of why I want to play this game, knowing that not a lot of other people are like that. And here's an example. This is literally from last night.
Oh, we can hit these. Oh, is that already hit over there? It looks open. Oh, you almost... No! Oh. I gotta back up. Back up.
Oh, I am so fucked.
I've got a grenade. Oh. Nice. One more. He just picked his boy up back there. He's pushing you. One more. Right there. He's pushing you. Nice.
You're goated. Never get me, fucker.
Alright. So I just played that clip just to show you I love the PvP. That was the most fun I had in like 15 hours of Arc Raiders yesterday. That one singular fight was the most satisfying thing I got from this video game and probably the last 100 hours of playing it. This fight felt really good, it felt really rewarding. That's the kind of fight that keeps me on the game. Alright, I'm a PvP guy. Alright, now to continue to the video. I think we need something inside of Arc Raiders, and here's what I recommend. I recommend a light arc map rotation. Here's the what, the why, and the how of it. It's real simple. What is this? A light arc rotation would be a rotating event like Lush Blooms or Queen, where the presence of arc was limited to a lower volume of only Wasp, Ticks, Pops, Fireballs, and one Rocketeer and one Leaper, a Lobby, limited to high-value loot areas. No Hornets, no Bastions or Bombardiers, no Snitches, and in the case of Stellamontis, a lower count of Shredders. This gives players the ability to gear the kit they bring in towards PvP more than PvE, because more heavily armored enemies like Hornets are not around every corner. Dealing with 3 Wasp and 2 Hornets at the same time running a light ammo, light shield kit is substantially harder because of the Hornets than fighting 6 Wasps would be, and this messes with otherwise good-feeling PvP very often, with the way that the AI will third-party you, turning around and seeing 2 Hornets while you're 20 health, dealing with a 3-man. It's just, it feels really bad. It's a really, really bad feeling that's bad for the game, right? It's the kind of feeling that will make you get off the game sometime. Alright, the lore of this could be that the Ark have moved to other maps for the time being to deal with a larger human threat or discovered resources elsewhere. Alright, why? Right? The biggest threat in this game is not players, it is Ark. The Ark is never friendly. The game feels wonderful meeting new people and helping each other do various tasks like quests and other things are just as rewarding to players as raw PvP and are just as good for the overall health of the community as good feeling PvP. Even though that clip was the best feeling that I've had in this game in the last 100 hours of me playing, I got like 200 at this point. That clip right there, that was the most fun and locked in I was. I still enjoy rolling up on somebody that's like, hey man, I'm friendly. Do you happen to know where this thing is? Or have you seen this blueprint? Or just, I like helping people too. I like hearing a solo dealing with like 7 arc. And I got a renegade on me, and they're 200 yards away. I just happened to be able to plink at rotors and save somebody. The other day, I spent 3 minutes from the dam loot rooms right here, sniping down toward Ark at the extract that were on somebody by the field depot. This dude was being hounded by like 3 Hornets and 5 or 6 Wasps. And I sat up there for 2 minutes sniping at them from like 200 yards away to help this guy. That felt good. I watched that guy go and hit the button and make it out alive. That was still a rewarding feeling. I like being able to do that. But here's the problem. there's too many people that fake being friendly, right? I don't like the feeling of somebody faking being friendly and then shooting me in the back. And as many times as that makes me angry, every now and again I'll get mad and kill somebody that says they're friendly because I don't trust them. I still don't want to just go kill everybody that says they're friendly. I don't want to just be a dick, right? Back to what I was saying here. With that being said, most people find honest PvP to be rewarding, but most is not all. Many would prefer no PvP, but less will be okay. And many people are just tired of being ratted while questing or having the matriarch on fire and then being pushed by a team who waited for you to almost kill it before killing you after being fake friendly. Without an area that is geared towards more PvP, you invite major toxicity to other areas of the game that are better served by unity, like boss fighting. I'm a massive PvP nerd who would love to play a version of this game which allowed me to focus PvP, but in a manner where it is known that this lobby is 70% PvP and 30% ARC or better geared towards PvP, because I don't want to go around just killing players who don't even want to fight me because they might be doing RP, they might be farming a specific resource that's irritating. I want to fight people who want to fight me as well, so from the jump the terms are known and understood. There's no being friendly or fake friendly. This lobby is blood and gear and no remorse. There is no confusion here, and that being known changes the way players feel after a death. Dying to somebody I knew I was going to fight feels way better than spending 10 minutes fighting the boss to be shot in the back by somebody that told me they were friendly. It is a shitty feeling. You would take PvPers not away from the core game in total, but give them a place to always feel the terms of the fight were fair, and the chances of being third-partied by ARC are extremely low, thus making your PvE focus areas more friendly. How? That's the easy part. Remove a few AI types from the map, limit the numbers on the other ones, and make it a rotating map set like the other events. I think this would be a major net positive to the game. People who didn't buy the game because PvP isn't the main focus would be more interested because they have a PvP-focused area, and players who didn't buy because they don't want PvP would possibly be more interested as well because they could play map conditions that focused more on PvE and teamwork than combat to largely opt out of a portion of the PvP. It does not require new resources to be made, no extra anything, no extra dev time to do anything other than make a map variant with tuned AI numbers. Loopholes can be left untouched or tuned if the devs want. Low effort for high gain and high reward for the community. I don't see a downside. Like I said, most people that want a PvP want to PvP with somebody that wants to fight back. It's not PvP when somebody says, hey dude, I'm just farming apricots, and you shoot them in the face. That's not PvP, you're just digitally murdering somebody. I mean, that's not the same thing, but that's also not everybody. That's just mostly Rust players coming over from that toxic community into Arc Raiders. It's the Timmies, it's the PlayStation 5 Madden gamers. It's not the majority of the game's player base. The majority of the game's player base is legitimately friendly, but the unfortunate truth is when 5% of the player base is not, and they go around and kill the other 95 that is over and over again, it gets hard to trust people. I, as a PvP player that does not want to be a dick, is tired of dying to fake friendlies. I want to go play the game in a spot to where every person I see clicked this map because they knew for a fact that everybody else clicking that map was clicking that map because they wanted to fight somebody and not because they wanted to go farm a boss. It's because they wanted blood and they wanted gear. They wanted the more atypical or the more typical and not atypical extraction shooter experience. They wanted the PvP between the players to be the focus. That's why they're there. I just don't see a downside to this in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to split the community. It's not going to do anything that's bad. But sometimes splitting the community is not necessarily a bad thing. If you split people that want PvE away from people that want PvP or give them the option to separate themselves, you're not going to get a bunch of people that are like, the PvP is unrewarded because half the people don't even want to fight me or are fake friendly. And then you're not going to get the people that are mad at PvE because everybody's shooting me in the back while I'm farming Queen. You give both of those people an area to enjoy the thing that they enjoy the most about the game while allowing them the ability to still commingle in the various modes. It is good to allow people to separate themselves in areas that they would rather go. It just is. It's like culture, for example, right? That's one of the most beautiful things about America, is that culture is not one set in stone thing. You can go down the street and eat at a Chinese restaurant, and then go up the road and watch a movie at a theater owned by an Italian family, and then later on that day you might go buy something from a store owned by an Indian family, and all of these different cultures can intermingle with each other. Gaming's the same way. Gaming is a cultural area, and when you force cultures to collide with each other and never give them the opportunity to stay towards their end of the spectrum to enjoy the things that they enjoy more than the things that they don't, you might cause people to leave the game that might otherwise love the game. They might just get sick and tired of only having a 20% loot rate on the boss when they spend 20 minutes a game fighting it because people shoot them in the back after lying about being friendly. Most of those people would go to a PvP lobby. They would. Because then they could bark at everybody. You knew what you were getting to when you got in here. Da, 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 da. It would give them a place where they could bitch at the people that they were killing too. I see no downside to a light arc mode that is constantly in presence on at least one map in the rotation. It just really would be good for the community. That's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Y'all be good, y'all be safe, and I'm about to hop on some Arc Raiders. Catch me live on Twitch, Laxavar Smith.